Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, we're gonna talk about arguably the #1 legendary in the game that everybody is going to get for free, and that's going to be Morgan, right? I'm gonna do like a spotlight video on her, what you should focus on her, what gear sets, where to use and all of that, because everybody gets her and she's definitely one of the ones you 100% want to invest in. Now, before I jump into that, because it's at the time of this recording, it's Christmas Eve, 24th of December 2024. I want to wish you all Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope you're gonna have some amazing holidays with your family, with your close ones. Hope you're gonna stay healthy and safe, and yeah, I wish you all the best for the rest of this year and for the new year. But let's jump into the video. So why am I saying that Morgan is one of the best, not actually the best legendary in the game? Well, #1 thing, like I mentioned, she is a free legendary, right? Everybody gets her in the first hour of gameplay. You summon her, you know, just this one's kind of like the rigged summon where you're gonna get her. Now, what she brings is actually insane utility based on her passives and her relics, but this one's gonna be viable even if you just have her base relic, right? If I show you, for example, I only have the base relic for her, and she's still amazing. She's still #1 priority to invest in Chivalry, for example, so definitely worth keeping an eye out on her and investing hardly. Now let's look at her passives quickly. So first one, when attacking, well, currently she's 50% or lower, she changes the weather to night, then she gains effect accuracy increase for the whole fight, and also attack speed increase for the rest of the fight. So she has an amazing first passive that, you know, it's a bit conditional. However, if the weather changes to night, you're gonna still get that. So if you have somebody else that does that, for example a Turin, which again you get for free with Chivalry 1, Turin changes the weather into night, so this is gonna be amazing. Now the second passive is again amazing one. When using skill 2, reduces target's attack gauge by, in my case it's 45%, but its base 35%, and removes 2 buffs as well. This gives her insane utility. Not only does she manipulate attack gauge, but she also removes buffs. And then if you look at the third passive, this is the #1 passive for her. This is the one you should try to get skilled up first, because this one is game changing, right? What she does without Chivalry is when using the first skill, right, her basic skill, she inflicts defense decrease for 2 turns, she inflicts damage taken increase 3 for 2 turns, and then if you have it skilled up, obviously they are on 1 turn. If you have it skilled up, they go on 2 turns, and then if you have fully skilled up, it's only 2 turn cooldown. So pretty much, she's gonna make you be able to destroy anything you're gonna attack, right? This defense decrease and damage taken together make the, you know, the person that has them on them to take so much more damage that it's just game changing. Now, the reason why I say that she's #1 priority as well, and want to talk about the Chivalry, at Chivalry 3, she changes the Squall of Thorns, which is the third passive, into when attacking, right? So you 100% want to invest first Chivalries that you get for legendaries into her. I stand by this. I'm always gonna say this. #1 priority for Chivalry for a legendary is always going to be Morgan, because having this activate on any hit makes it game changing, right? Because this one just doing basic attack is kind of mad, but if you can use it with skill 2, skill 3 is gonna be so good. Now if you look at the relics, the base one for basic attack just inflicts sleep. Second one, this one's just amazing, triple hit with some damage, and then she has a 60% chance to decrease target's attack gauge by 10%. Pair this with her passive, she's amazing for reducing attack gauge, and keep in mind, this is AoE, right? And it's every attack, so she can hit everybody, which means she's just insane with her base relic. And then the third skill, attacks one enemy 2 times, 80% chance to inflict damage taken increase, 70% chance to inflict recover disruption for 1 turn. Now obviously if you skill these up, she's gonna be even better, but even just this, even if you know, land the damage taken, again, more damage that the enemy is going to take is just insane. Then the Frost Relic kind of brings some cool stuff. Arguably, you know, there's always arguments between Frost or Storm being better, but let's quickly look at this one. So same thing, sleep, then the Frost one, triple hit, chance to remove a buff, and also chance to inflict damage taken too for 3 turns, which is amazing because, you know, it's on the second skill and it can land there, so that's insane. Then the third one is kind of like, this is more of a supportive one, recharges a single target ally's attack gauge, then gives all allies attack increase for 1 turn, and also gives them shield. So again, this one's more supportive, it's really good. And then if you look at the Storm one, first skill the same, second skill, she attacks all enemies 2 times, 50% chance to inflict defense decrease. Again, more, you know, pretty much mitigation of the defensive stats of the enemy, which means you're just gonna do more and more damage. So this one's just insane. Then the third hit attacks enemies 2 times, 80% chance to inflict recovery disruption, 60% chance to inflict sleep. Now this recovery disruption can be awesome because, well, if you're talking about places like Aldry, the boss is not going to be healing, right? So if you do land this one, it's perfect, and the Storm would be the ideal one for you to use against Aldry, right? Because she would be powerful against Frost. Now let's talk about where I'm using her. Well, honestly, pretty much every single team that I have, she has it has Morgan in her, right? Master of Death, Morgan's on that team. The Master of Apocalypse I've not pushed much, but this one, she should be in your team. Then if we're talking about Forbidden Dungeons, for example, I cannot quite go because oh yeah, I can actually show you, she's in my team because again, she brings amazing utility. If we talk about the, you know, power-up dungeons, Plane of Beasts, she's in this team as well. If we talk about Gorgos, she's not going to be here because, you know what, she doesn't bring what you need for Gorgos. This is more about dots, about some healing, you know, cleansing dots, so she's not going to come in this. If we talk about the Frozen Plane, again, she can make it to this team depending on the relic that you have. She works even with the Flame one. I know tons of people that said that they're at stage 10, they're using her with the Flame relic, and she still works, right? But I'm just doing a quirky one with damage over time right now. Then if you talk about Shrine of Storms, which is all about attack gauge control, 100% she's gonna be in the team. And ideally, again, it's her base relic that everybody is gonna have, the Flame one, which means she's also gonna be strong element against Tarask. If we talk about Equipment Dungeon, Nest of Iskalhai, she's in there because it makes the boss take more damage, you wanna kill it fast. If we talk Origin of Apolea, I haven't done this in a while, but she would make this team as well. And then same thing, obviously, Fortress of Arceus, she makes the team. So you pretty much understand, right? You pretty much get the idea. Morgan is going to be in 99.99% of your teams because she brings attack gauge disruption, she brings sleep, she can bring, you know, recovery disruption, she brings lots of negation for the enemy's defenses, right? The damage taken increase, the defense penalty, she's just amazing. Now, let's have a look at the builds, right? How would you actually build her? Well, Morgan, because of what she does, and like I showed you, she does lots of debuffs, you're obviously going to want to prioritize effect accuracy and speed, right? Attack speed and effect accuracy is everything you should care about when you're building your Morgan. So, as an example, I have mine with 220 attack speed, 77% effect accuracy. Maybe this one around 70% should be just good, and you should be just fine. And then push as much attack speed as you can because you wanted to rotate her skills, you wanted to go first in the rotation so that she lands those, you know, defense decrease, the damage taken increase, so that your nukers, when they come after, they just explode the bosses or whatever enemies are. So that's why you want to build it like this. Then when it comes to the sets, you can go either speed and accuracy, as you can see that I have mine, or if you can afford it and still have the 220 or higher attack speed, you can go vigor, right? Because if you have vigor set on her and you go in most fights where you can do the attack gauge disruption, you're pretty much gonna have Morgan spamming this A2 every single time, and then it's gonna be a beauty to watch, right? You can destroy Arena, for example, right? Even in Arena, she's top tier and she's pretty much in most of the teams, right? Or at least of people that compete. Obviously, most of these are bots, but if you look, let me see, can I show the top rankings? Top rankings, there we go. Morgan. You kind of get the gist, right? I'm quite sure she's going to be in some of the ones that are hidden, but every single one that you can see that have an actual defense, Morgan is in that team because she's so good. So definitely think about that when you're debating if you should build her or not. Now, one thing I want to clarify, she's not #1 priority as in you build her first to 6-star. No. Your first 6-star should be something like a Bedivere if you pull him, if not a K, because you need that high damage output, right? Morgan can do some damage, but she's not going to be your #1 damage dealer. Plus, it costs more for you to level up and advance a legendary. It costs double pretty much compared to a rare. So definitely keep that in mind. Go with a K for 6-star, then she can easily be your second 6-star. Now, one thing that I didn't cover is the keepsake. Now, this one's a little bit of a trickier one because it just depends on what do you prefer. So let's go and look at the keepsakes option. So we have the Immortal set, which says after using a skill that heals. This one's obviously not going to work for her because she doesn't work. If you look at the Strife set, this one could be interesting, but it might not be that good because, again, you're not going to build her for a lot of damage. You want effect accuracy and attack speed, but if you manage to kill stuff, then this was going to be amazing because it gives you another turn. So Strife could be an option. Corrosion, again, doesn't work because she doesn't do dots. Fortitude set could be an argument. Like when you drop under 20% HP or lower, you recover 40% HP. This could be helpful, like if you want her to stay alive. But from my point of view, the ideal one would be either the focus set, right, which is going to give her effect accuracy and hit accuracy as the battle starts. So this one would be ideal one. Or the Unity keepsake set would be because it gives all allies of the same element, right, as the hero, 10% attack and 10% defense. So the ideal keepsakes would be Unity or Focus. That's what you would want to do. But the problem is it's really tough to get these materials, right? If you look at the source info for both of these, they're almost nowhere. There's just specific chests that can give you these ones, and then, you know, that makes it a bit more difficult. However, if you can, go with them. If not, just choose any other keepsake. But maybe for the keepsake for Morgan, don't really care about trying to get one. If you cannot, just try and get attack speed over here, effect accuracy over here, and then whatever gives you here substats of effect accuracy and attack speed, that's what you're gonna be going with. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for today. I hope this video is helpful. I hope you're gonna keep in mind that Morgan is god tier. Honestly, if you get her Chivalry 3, she's pretty much the best rating that you can give her in any other of the game, because she's so good. She's an amazing enabler and disabler, I guess, for the enemy. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, click the link in the description or pinned comment of this video to support me as a content creator. And again, Merry Christmas to everybody, Happy Holidays, and we're gonna see you around. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.